Well, welcome to this short little intro. We're talking about a Dometic RTX2000 air conditioner that I'm fitting to a 6-wheel drive military Land Rover Ambulance that we've converted to a camper. This is going to be multi-parts, and it's going to be a little bit disconnected because it took me more than a week over the Christmas break. So, I hope you can cope with that. Let's carry on. Alright, something exciting just showed up. This is the aluminium plate to adapt this air conditioner to the roof of the 6-wheel drive. And it fits like a glove. Okay, now one thing, on these there are supposed to be captive nuts in here. There are not in this one, for some reason. They also failed to send me the wiring loom, but I'm not sure what they were onto about that. But shouldn't be too much of a problem. I think this is a temperature probe and this is the wiring loom, but I actually can't use it with this plug. I'm gonna have to chop that off. But in the meantime, it's gonna take me a couple of days to figure out how to fit this. And I think what I'm probably gonna do is pull everything out, plonk this over the hole with a bit of marking paint and see where the holes line up, and I'll drill it and then put it on. I'm thinking this probably won't get used with the bolts. I'm going to use butyl tape and stick it down, and then I'm going to paint stuff after I've applied one side of the butyl tape. I think if I use enough butyl tape, like about that much, it'll both be very waterproof and it'll stick on very well. There's a fairly large area of surface on that for it to stick to. So I think overall we should be pretty right. It's the time of night where I not English very well, and we have every language except English in this gigantic manual that doesn't like to stay open. So now I need to work out what that little extra 2-pin connector is, and I'm thinking it might be remote control receiver because this is clearly an infrared remote, but it could equally be temperature sensor. So until I find the wiring diagram for the thing, I've got no idea what it does. And being as I didn't get a wiring loom with the thing, or a gasket seal or anything like that, or an inline fuse even, it's going to be a bit of fun. So I'm going to do some homework and not English much very, and we'll work it out when I get home. Alright, we've got a bunch of bits and bobs for the air conditioner. I can't find threaded inserts to save my life. I did stop down at the shop where I got that air conditioner, and they're going to contact the supplier, see if they can get the wiring loom and the bolt kit. There might have been a miscommunication. When I spoke to them, they said, "Oh, do you want the mounting kit?" And by mounting kit, I suspected they meant the roof adapter that's an optional extra. But no, they left out that, but they also left out the wiring loom, threaded inserts, all the other stuff. There's no wiring diagram, which I assume is in the other kit. But I think I've worked that out now. In any case, I'm going to sort all this stuff into this box so I can keep track of it all. And yeah, then hopefully we'll see if these nutserts fit. So that's all sorted. A little bit of a zen activity to calm down from the sensory overload of the supermarket. Fun fact, while I may be articulate, I am also high-functioning autistic and ADHD. So supermarkets are a nightmare, especially 2 or 3 days before Christmas. Anyway, let's go see if any of these might fit. I'm going to wait around and see if they come up with the correct mounting kit, but I may have to go and buy like another 50 or 60 bucks worth of wire to wire this thing in as well. I looked on some other videos and I'm pretty sure this is actually just a separate supply for the control circuit. So I think they do that in case you blow the main fuse, it can tell you on the screen or something. I don't know, but that's how I've seen it wired. How I'm going to get this on the roof, I don't know. I've been thinking about that all morning. I may end up having to actually hire some higher equipment like a cherry picker or something to get up there, or some scaffolding. Not sure yet. Alright, so I'm back inside of the air conditioning looking at an excerpt from the manual here, and I'm thinking maybe I can extract this little piece by piece, get most of that out. It's not going to help me getting the other unit in, and it is definitely hot, as you can hear the air conditioning, so we definitely will be needing to have this in here. Alright, so the weather cooled off a little bit. I took the opportunity to climb up off camera, start sliding the solar panels back. got to a point where I can't get a bolt in. So I've got a roll of solder here and a bit of lock wire. I'm going to solder some lock wire on the end of the bolt so I can poke it in and shove it through the hole. Hopefully this works. Alright, now we have a bolt on a wire. Hopefully we can shove this through and get it in the hole. Alright, so this is basically what I'm doing. I put slotted steel in 2 sections up here so I can slide it backwards and forwards if I ever need to. I went back 3 slots, which is about 80 mil. Should be enough to clear here. And this is what I need the bolt for, is getting in and under there. Okay. Oh, that just saved me. I've been spending about 20 minutes or half an hour or so trying to find a way to do this. I don't know why I didn't just do this to start with. Alright, solar panels are all shifted back. I'm tempted to try and lift that top plate off now and have a quick look under there. Don't know yet, but I've still got tomorrow to work on this, and then the day after I have a trip to chemo. Not for chemotherapy, but for treatment for multiple sclerosis. Okay, we're up on the roof. A bit short. These are Phillips head screws that are stuck in here good. Probably not. Oh, that's going to be a pain. Alright, I'm going to try one of those stupid life hacks I've seen. This is how you break a screwdriver though. Yeah, I think I'm going to need an impact driver for this. I don't want to break anything, but oh, okay, it got it. Let's see if we can get this other one out. I think I'll just gently rock it. There we go. Probably could have put a bit of WD or something on these. So this bit that's overlapping, these panels are going to have to slide back that way a little bit to make room for the aircon. I'm going to measure this distance here, but I'm pretty sure it's got to come back about 20 mil. That's perfectly fine because I put things on with slotted steel, so I can undo the bolts, relocate them, and there's plenty of slack on this cable to do that. So yeah, but the biggest unknown, as I said, about all of this is how this comes out. Even all the RPS documents and everything I've got don't explain how to get that out. So one measurement I need is how far along my solar panels are. So can I hook this over the back of that? Let's have a look here. To the back of this, we're going to be about 150 mil. So we need to move the whole thing around about 70 mil back. Now, this cable here that runs off the roof is my solar panel cable. Need to make sure I have at least 70 mil of slack in that. Looks like I do. I left a bit of a drip loop under here, and I didn't tether it down because I had intended always to put an air conditioner on here. So I have left myself enough slack. So the day has cooled off a bit, and I've got the solar panels moved back. I want to get these out just for now so I can determine how this bit's actually attached. I think there might be some mounting screws through there. It's not very clear in any of the documentation exactly how that's done. Let's see. I'm getting tired too now, so effects of MS are catching up with me, and that is slipping past the ratchet. We'll try one that doesn't use a ratchet. There we go. That was good. Alright, let's see if we can break this one. That was considerably easier. Well, while I've got this out, we might as well. It's falling in under the mesh. Good old Victronox. I knew I magnetised that for a reason. Now, moment of truth, I wanted to know if this was attached to the air conditioner module. It is not, which is good news. But it does appear to be attached up front here, over to this cowl. But we'll see, can we? Oh, I can't get it in there. Let's see what happens. Aha! It lifts off. I'm happy to see that happen. There we go. We got it. So the slope on the front of this is not 90 degrees. That's a pain. It's less than 90. Everything else will fit nicely. Might be hard to tell, but because of that bend angle being a little bit off, there's about a ½ inch gap up the back here. That will be a problem. So I've come back inside. I took a good photo as best I could of this on the ground and made a measurement in AutoCAD, and it comes up to 95 degrees. So I need to make a 5-degree change to this.
The very next evening.
And we had this plate bent properly, and the angle matches perfectly now. I've just got to get everything positioned properly now. So and it goes all the way up the back here, up under the panels with no gap. So we're doing good. There'll be a bit of sealing to do, I think, but I think we're going to be okay. The next step now, I've got to work out how to get this main unit out. Well, this is the end of another part. There are several. I hope this was an interesting one. If you look in the description, there will be a series of links and maybe a playlist that will take you to the other videos in this series. I hope it was fun. See you later.